Okay. Hello and welcome to the 6th match in the Gladius tournament, standard 1v1 summer 2025. We have Deimos on Chaos, and we have Exarsist on Tau. I'm Thentox, and I am with Otaman. Petiliak may be joining us later, but he is currently preoccupied. So we had a interesting set of bans beforehand, where Deimos tried to ban Sister, and Exis also tried to ban Sister. Unfortunately, you cannot ban the same faction, and Deimos is adamant about banning Sister, so Exis decided to ban Necrons instead. And then we had a couple of picks where Exis picked Tal, Deimos picked
Chaos.
Chaos? Yes, exactly. I've just woken up, I do apologize. And the second set was Deimos picking Space Marine and Exis picking Admech. They opted for Tau and Chaos. Exis is pretty renowned as a Tau player. Deimos can play Chaos Space Marine as he did in his last match against Colosseum. He's also pretty proficient with Space Marine on a very small map.
Yes, so let me introduce one more time myself. My name is Otaman, and we are facing very interesting matchup. Both players don't have a good aura close to them, and what is more important for Exarsist, I don't think a close energy to him, and the dogs and Vespis are far from away from him. For Deimos, he has a first city on desert, and he don't see any ore, so maybe he will go infantry. I'm not sure, and his spawn is a little bit fucked due to some water.
Well, both players' spawns seem pretty terrible. Deimos has a pretty defensible position with all these cliffs. But this might work to his disadvantage because in order to get any kind of good resource, he could use this volcanic ore to go for a vehicle play. But trying to funnel units through this choke point and reinforce is going to be very annoying.
Yeah, and you don't want to have your production on such cliff because there is some rivers. If we check the map, Deimos got all the rivers, yeah, for himself, and Exarsist spawned with no farmers almost, so he can clean them up very fast. Yeah, we see one relic close to Exarsist. It is protected with one katachan and nothing else, so it can be easy to get to it. And close to Deimos relic, there is an Castellan, so it can be a little bit more complicated. Last time to do something, and Deimos can lose his cultists if he go for outpost. What do you think?
We have three relics on the map.
Yeah.
One in the northeast, so it's pretty even, and they can contest the middle one.
You see, here is Deimos cultist, and I think I would ask for a because there is a possibility then Enslaver will take my cultist.
I mean, if he can re-on turn 6, though, no?
Until turn 6, at the end of the turn 5. So it's the last time in for him. Yeah.
Oh, Deimos gets lucky. Oh my lord.
Yeah, it's cool to get his city on production, for example, 39. So his units will go much faster. But it's a scary one. If you put your cities there, you can get a fast relic, which is cool, especially for Chaos, especially if you go to city build. But there is a big risk that Enslaver will steal your cultists, and Deimos will have his city in 2 turns.
But I mean, even if he goes to production, he has basically no resources. He has rocks, desert, and volcanic. Like, he would probably have to go for a very cheap infantry build. Sorry, a vehicle build. But one of the scariest things to face is Tau in a very cramped map versus Chaos as a Chaos Lord.
Yeah.
Because typically you don't have, if you probably need a minimum of 3 hammerheads to even threaten that Chaos Lord. And 3 hammerheads, that's probably around like turn 52, or like around then. That's a very long time.
And we see that Deimos goes for vehicle, so probably there will be some aggressive build. He's choosing where will be the best ore spot, but I think it's a good decision to put it on the shard. Of course, you are getting less than from the poor ore on the volcanic, but still it's better than nothing.
Now the problem is that does he want to use the shard to stack ore buildings or stack production buildings if he settles here?
Yeah, that's the question. He has a few rocks close to him, to his main city.
He may well settle here, just for the volcanic rocks, and be like, screw the outpost. I need ore. I just need to rush this Tau guy down. I just need to crack him, and the game will be over. Screw long-term scaling.
And he has to settle this term. But
he can't
the
even
spot
reach
is
it because
blocked.
the Spoxwalker.
Yeah, it's unlucky. Okay, so he choose something between, and there is no rocks. Maybe he want to mix infantry with.
I think he's probably just using the firm pool to boost population growth, so that when he starts using Rite of Zinch, which I assume is, he has not taken Rite of Zinch yet. But Rite of Change. The Zinch Rite boosts the crane and research, and you need to either sacrifice a population with a cultist or be on a fermentation pool that is acquired by the city in order for the population to keep up.
And what is interesting, Deimos get barracks, so it will be something very, very aggressive. I mean, you would like to play aggressive against Tau because he will have something like 2 productions, and Exarsist goes standard build. He even took heroes. Maybe he want to play against Chaos Lord. I don't know, but he has also armory, so some kind of mixed build.
I mean, I wouldn't take early heroes versus a Chaos as a Tau player myself. But Exis is a very experienced Tau player, so maybe he knows some tricks that I do not.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Tau's map layout. Now, Tau can settle most places simply because they don't rely on stacking to get their bonuses. What they rather rely on is the Utopia mechanic to give them extra loyalty, which means that they kind of don't suffer massive penalties, but they also don't suffer fantastic bonuses. If he goes for an infantry-heavy build, he has 3 influence outposts here, which he can optimize, or you can utilize, sorry. And he also has a shard. I think shard is probably my favorite outpost to settle as a Tau player. But he also wants to keep these very defensive in order to protect against chaos. So we might see him take this. Settling on rocks is not great as Tau, but it's the closest thing to his main, and he has volcanic rocks. Fermentation pool is garbage as Tau. But we may see him take this recap as well.
Maybe. I mean, double production is super cool for Tau if you can put it, but you have to choose. Maybe he will go like 313 to put it to get some extra ore because he's going for vehicles. He has 0 energy and he have to find at least some. Otherwise,
I don't think you do. My experience has been if you have 1 energy building in each building on no bonuses, you can support 2 armories pretty easily.
Yeah, but I mean, he will got his arsenal, so he will be on -1 energy. He need how much? Around 20 for drones, yeah? I don't remember the cost. Let me check. So for builder drone, you need 20. He needs like 40 energy for builder drone, and he also need 20 energy, 15 energy, so 2 piranha. So he would be able to produce only 1 piranha. And
Exis is going for a rush build, or at least a tempo build. This is a build where you open book barrack arsenal and you essentially take map control early, but you run and it prioritizes piranhas over hammerheads. It just relies on you having tons and tons of drones, tons and tons of pinning, lots of chip damage, and then you essentially buy ore instead of building it in the first thing. But this is curious. He's done this while staking heroes instead of bonding knife.
Yeah, and I mean. this would help him a lot, especially against aggressive build, but he would have some troubles with his so he has 52 energy. He would be able maybe to produce even 2 piranhas, and that's enough. That's enough because his city will be settled and he will start getting some bonuses. And Chaos is going for cultist a little bit late, but I'm not sure if he's going for a second city or third city, I mean, or it's just to sacrifice them, to clean the map, to fight with drones, to place a crown.
This is a true mix build. This is interesting. Chaos evidently has Tau envy, wanting to play pure mix.
Yeah. Everyone is playing like Tau now. No duplicates for Chaos, no duplicates for Tau.
Yes.
That's interesting. So he learned his Lord building. Maybe he will go for it now. I don't know. Maybe he wants just one Reno to get faster to Tau, and I think it could be okay. He has some one and river, so he can even build here some food because it's like +20, and +20 is really okay.
I mean, he also has it on the fermentation pool as well. He has a food bonus.
Yeah.
+30.
That's also true. And I think he will go like 3 barracks there.
I mean, Deimos also sees this Grox pasture on the right. Deimos is a big proponent of a 2-city Chaos build, as am I. Simply because a 3-city Chaos build takes quite a long time to go online, especially on Standard. But he may be going for a third simply because this terrain is frankly garbage, and he wants an actual food city, and he's simply making one armory for rhinos, because the rhino has the Dirge caster ability if you text it, which prevents Overwatch. And Tau are a very Overwatch-centric faction, so he may be just using this to transport his units, avoid taking too much Overwatch, and then just get in close and start hacking Tau to pieces.
And now can be dangerous moment for this dog because Enslaver can run and take it, but Enslaver decided to play good against Exarsist, so both players got lucky, and Exarsist found 1 Castellan, 2 Castellan, so probably he will just go and try to kill this Katachan, especially as he wants some extra energy. He still didn't see this relic number 2, but if he ignores the Castellan, there is a possibility to him to get to the bottom left relic.
This is true. I mean, it's interesting that this opening of an arsenal for Exorcist, I suspect what he's trying to get enough units on the field in order to prevent a rush, because he knows Deimos is a rush player. He knows that Chaos Rush is very scary, and he may realize. Well, sorry, he probably does realize. He's probably his logic is probably that hammerheads are okay into Chaos, but they're not great. And he just wants a million drones to just slow him down whilst he scales.
Yeah, that can be a good play. And for now, what is important, he has like 13 outposts, while Deimos have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6? Yeah. Only 6. So he has like +2 extra buildings.
Tau's not known as a rush faction or an early game faction, but the early game clear is some of the best in the game, I find.
Yeah.
Simply because you can take Overwatch with drones, you can summon units instantly, you can attack with drones, and this means that your engagements aren't slowed. You don't have to wait to take Overwatch. You're typically not damaged by Overwatch, especially because Kroot have infiltrate and Vespers are very tanky. So you end up not taking much damage on your fire warriors typically, and you can.
Yeah.
Oh, we're seeing a wild devilfish pick from Exorcist.
Oh, this also can be good. So we see very interesting move. Exorcist is going for 1 drone. He will probably place his city on production, and from that place he will produce his second city. So
he might be doing that. Yes, I guess it's because he's out of energy. He just wants to devilfish up. Devilfish, interesting pick. It has the same defensive profile as a hammerhead. It has 7 armor and the same amount of HP. It's an interesting tile blocker because piranhas and fire warriors are very squishy. And it also has the 5-turn drone cooldown as a piranha. So he's probably going to use it as a wall against any chaos early aggression.
Yeah, and especially it's good because you can carry some fire warriors and drop EMP grenades to clean this. So Exarsist just saw this a lot of pulse workers and decided, nah, I ignore this. I ignore these two castellans. I will better go to the another parts of the map and get much more free resources. He got one ore already, and that's cool. He can even kill these two Katachans and get the relic, which is super important. But then he will also again meet some Castellans.
Now, Exorcist is either going to have to open energy in his expo or he's going to build it in his main. It's usually best to build energy in your main as Tau after you have settled, because you're typically limited to 2 production every city. However, he's already finished his production, so it's even more incentive to do so. He's probably going to delay Hammerhead simply because he understands that there is no way in hell he is going to have the energy to do so if he wants 3 armories or so.
Yeah, and what he can do now, he can turn off his one armory, for example, for 1 turn to get extra 2 energy, so he would be able to start producing drones this turn, if he next turn if he wants, or if he want to place it in next turn on the production, as we suggested, it's okay not to turn off the energy.
Lack of rocks. Well, Exis has a conundrum because the good ore tiles are not near the best city spots. He has to think: does he want the ore? Does he want the influence? Or does he want the defensive capability? And he's gone for the influence shard. Now his third city, if it wants to reinforce the other one, it's really going to have to be around here. Problem with this is that there's absolutely no wall here.
Yeah.
Maybe we will see an infantry focus for Exorcist.
So you see what he hasn't done. He's now taking 1 extra tile only because he's missing 1 energy. So it could be a play. Yeah, just to wait to turn off 1 beetle. He would able just to turn off his book if he don't want to lose any units. And in this scenario, he would have his third city 2 turns early. And I think it can be important, especially against Chaos.
Now, it's interesting he's capping this full, because he could, as Tau, you typically only need 2 tiles to fill your, if you're doing a pop cap build, which I would recommend, especially on standard. You only typically need to open 2 tiles, so he's capping this full here, which is a good play for 2 reasons. Other than the fact that he doesn't need the extra tiles, which will reduce his influence upkeep. If he's opening this barrack arsenal, he's typically going to want the ore by tech, and the ore by tech is on the same tier as the drone and the devilfish. So he probably wants the extra tech just to compensate for the fact that he's probably taken 3 techs on tier 3, because he's probably not going to be able to afford to settle and produce and build in all 3 cities without this ore by.
Yeah, that's true. And he also has hero building. I don't know, maybe he wants to do fast ore, and only after that he will go for hero building. I just don't know what is his plan for the game, because as Tau we have so many options to do. I think the opening is the most variety in the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be interesting to see what he wants to do. I think it's a little can be a little bit late for Fireblade, as you won't be able to level up him fast.
Well, an early Fireblade on standard 1v1 versus Chaos is essentially a handwritten suicide note, because he can't really buff anything meaningful, and it delays production on Tau, which is already extremely delayed.
Yeah.
The Ethereal could be interesting. But the Ethereal is on a very busy tech tier, and it buffs suits and infantry, and he's not opting to go for suits right as of yet. The other option is the Commander. Now, the Commander is good, but I'm not sure what kind of units she would be buffing. She's quite good on vehicle builds because she's the most expensive Tau hero, which means that it typically cuts into your infantry production if you get her early. But if Exarsist is getting her late, I don't know why he teched it immediately. It's usually something you back tech.
Yeah, and he already have drawn on tier 3, he has Devilfish, so maybe he don't want to go for this, but then there is a question, why did he learn on tier 1 the hero building? Because there is restore morale for your infantry, there is some granites, especially granites against Lord, can win you the game.
Yes, the photons to essentially shut him down for a turn.
Yeah.
I suspect. I mean, I'm just talking about my experience, but in my experience, broadsides are Tau's best unit against Chaos when you don't know what their comp is. And Fireblade is very, very good for Chaos, but it's typically something you should get when you've done around 5 barracks. When you're around tier 6, just get the Fireblade out. Have an army beforehand, use the Fireblade to buff the broadsides. But I mean, Exus is a much more experienced Power player than me. Maybe he knows something I don't. We'll see what his logic is for this. Let's have a look at Deimos. He is indeed going for an infantry-centric build with rhinos.
Yeah. And I think it's super aggressive start because now he has like 4 production, he's getting Lord, even 5 production because he's not sacrificing his cultists, he's using them to fight. And yeah. This can be extra unit, especially against some drones because yeah, you have rhinos and can take Overwatch, but going with a big horde with cultists can be also okay. And I think Deimos, yeah, he definitely saw this tile was taken by Exarsist, so maybe he will leave one unit holding this relic. I'm not sure. I think he can go kill Enslaver and leave her a rhino just in case, as he don't want to fight against the enslaver. Yeah, sim off now. Okay.
Now, Exorcist doesn't want to fight Chaos early, but he's probably just doing sims now that they have contact. I know Russian players are very keen on calling sims as soon as they see the enemy just to avoid any mishaps.
Yeah, and also, oh, his loyalty got stalled. Okay, let me disable. Yeah, everything is okay. So now it will be very interesting. He has almost all his units withdrawn, but we still don't see no crisis. Only 2 production. It's a lot. He has a lot of units. Let me check his upkeep. He has like 10 plus 15.
It's about 15.
Yeah, and Chaos is having like 18, and one of them is Chaos Lord. He has,
which is -6 as well.
Yeah, but
it's about 24 upkeep.
No, Chaos Lord upkeep is included here. In his upkeep.
Well, it's -13 on food, -4.5 on units, so that is -17.5, and then -6 from the Lord on influence. Or do you not count influence cost?
It's hard to count influence because usually, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it can be discussed, and
I mean, the Chaos Lord on upkeep 3, if you just count food, seems little though.
Yeah, and he got 2 items. One, restore morale, can be very good, but I think maybe he would like to sell this item. He will go with Lord and put himself on this Joker arrow to buy some items. He's probably sure that nothing can go and kill his Lord, and he would like to get bloated fast. Yeah, can he get it? Okay, he's getting
I
armor.
suspect this powered gauntlet was something you picked up because for any combat hero, concealed weapon system is the first one you buy.
Yeah, and it is still active. So yeah, he sold it. And how much influence he will probably do? He has enough to get +2 armor? I think no, but
No.
he will buy it later, I guess. He expect to get at least one Joker during his road.
Mm-hmm. Now Tao is probably just going to hold up in his city now because he simply cannot deal with this Chaos Lord early.
Yeah. I don't know. I was expecting Exarsist, and he got lucky. He got extra HP, which is super cool. And
Oh
now,
my lord!
yeah.
From the
And
bin.
the question is does he goes for Havocs, and he has to get Pop soon because he's out of Pop in his first city, and it's 4 production in a row. Super aggressive play.
I mean, he hasn't opted to use Rite of Change simply because if you're using Rite of Change to boost your Crane ability, you have to build housing early, and he probably doesn't want to do that. He just wants to get his production up, get some resources to support it, and just run at Tau and bonk him in the face.
Yeah, that's true. And what his Exorcist had done very good, he went here and he took this spot, these walls, because you don't want to give for Lord any single item, extra item. I mean, imagine you get an extra axe or a healing sword, then your Lord is probably OP.
Mm-hmm. Now, Exorcist still hasn't built any ore anywhere.
Yeah.
He's built one power to support his armory. He's just going to buy. But if he's just using his food ops, he's probably doing is he's buying ore and he's using these food outposts to just spam fire warriors. He's probably going to ignore XV8 because they're too expensive. They'll drain your food, and you can't really afford to buy food and ore early. The thing is that XV8 is the best counter against Chaos Corn Berserkers. They nearly 2-tap Corn Berserkers, and especially if you use shield drones, Corn Berserkers cannot really scratch XV8s, especially in a city tile.
Yeah, and maybe that's why I'm asking if Deimos will go for the Havocs, because until you get Hammerheads for Tau, it can be complicated to fight range 3. He has a crown, he has on maybe he's taking some tax, and now Exorcist saw a Lord, Exorcist saw Berserks, and Exorcist saw one Rhino. So Deimos is now thinking what will be his play. Okay, he's starting moving his units.
He sees the Dirge caster as well, so he knows he's using these rhinos to take Overwatch. So he should probably his rationale will probably be, I need to position my troops in such a way that I don't want my important Overwatch to be adjacent to this rhino, because it will be nullified. So he'll probably want to stagger his formation quite a lot, have units of various distances from Deimos' army. Excuse me.
Yeah. It's okay. So I'm just thinking because these dogs are aggroed and they can go and fuck Exorcist Piranha. So losing one Piranha can be very, very bad for him. We see that both players ignore big units like Castellans and other stuff. So Deimos is super aggressive.
Oh. Exorcist has opted to take marker drones on tier 4. Maybe we'll be seeing some Skyrays.
Yeah, and he got his extra penetration at tier 4, so he's now at tier 5.
That means he's probably skipped XV8 if he's taken marker drones and pulse weapon AP. Oh, and he's teched hammerhead as well, but he can't really afford to make them very much right now.
Yeah.
I think he's going for a drone play into Skyrays, and if you're going Arsenal build, Skyrays are weirdly quite a good anti-infantry option. They absolutely suck versus things like Terminators, but it's just a lot of chip damage, a lot of drones, controlling hexes, preventing chaos from advancing on you, and just slowly whittling them down with 1,000 different sources of damage, but they're low but numerous.
Yeah, the question is when he will get first unit. He will have Hammerhead very soon. Maybe, yeah, we see that he's running away. He left some drones. I think he understands now that he sees that Chao's base is very close, so taking the fight even here to protect Relic can be a bad decision because all new units from Chaos is getting much faster to the battle than from him.
He's opted to build a Piranha instead of another Devilfish. I suspect he just wants to save resources to build a Hammerhead afterwards. But he's building a second and a third armory in his main, so he's getting very heavy on vehicles.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess now he understands that there will be no big Hellbrutes and other stuff. So maybe he would like to go for extra infantry. I don't know. If you see that Chaos don't goes for vehicles, that he has his basic units, what is your play? Do you want to get? Oh, he got healed, so we know that Chaos has bloated. So I think that XV8 can be super good for him now.
Well, the thing about XV8s is they do the most damage to infantry until you get to a tower late game. The problem is that they need to be in range 1. And Chaos has a much stronger range 1. So I think what X's strategy is going to be keep his distance, build things like Piranhas and Devilfish, make all my drones range 1 and just chip him down slowly over time. He has marker drones, so we'll probably be seeing Sky Rays at some point as well. But the marker drone implies that he wants things to ignore line of sight. He wants to reduce range damage. But there's not much damage on the field for Exis right now. It's mostly drones.
That's true. And what is very bad for him is that Chaos Lord, he's taking worthy offering. So that means that Berserks will heal even more. Because the Chaos Lord buff, it also works on the bloated.
Oh yes, because bloated is technically a boon, isn't it?
Yeah. So let me remove some marks. And very interesting, Deimos is now out of influence, so he can't take one extra outpost. He has to stop some production, but I'm not sure for what he will do. Will be eat 5 racks? I don't know.
I mean, he can still open a tile.
Yeah, and look here. Deimos, he sees his dog, and he knows that it attacks something. Yeah, so basically he knows that there was one unit there.
Did a drone die here?
What died?
A drone?
No. His 2 dogs attacked this piranha, so it's now heavily damaged.
Okay.
And he also overwatched this Vespid, so maybe it will be even better for him that Chaos will have to fight against this Vespid.
There's a lot of Vespids and dogs on this map. I just opted to take 2 dogs early because I assumed they were closer.
Yeah.
But this is a field day for Tau auxiliary forces. Vespids are going to be very, very good against Chaos, just because they're sturdy. Now, I haven't seen any EMPs on these Fire Warriors, so I'm not sure how he's going to deal with these Chaos Rhinos.
So we see that Deimos is not playing as aggressive as he was able to, but I think he just want to level up his Lord for level 3. And
to get the second invulnerability ability.
Yeah, and he has no marks, yeah, so maybe he's also waiting some time to get Nurgle 1. And after that he would be able to go to attack. I don't think that we will see something from Chaos greater than tier 8. Yeah, so I think there will be mostly some in best case
Oh,
rubric
oh,
marines.
this Piranha goes down to Vespers. That's a very big blow.
Yeah, and that's because he overwatched it. I mean, if he hadn't overwatched it, the Vespids won't attack this. And there is also one drone that will give some extra experience for Chaos. So
Exus uses the drone stick. Oh, Exus is playing a very dangerous game here. He knows Chaos is in the area, and yet he's opting to engage this Bastion. I suspect he just wants more space to be able to fight when he does. But he's popping 2 drones. Oh, they're to protect the Fire Warriors from any Chaos aggression, and to also draw the fire of this Bastion, because the Bastion will target these drones because they're easier to kill.
you know what can be very unfun for him due to the reason that the Fire Warriors saw that Piranha days, yeah, and now they don't have full morale. They have 5.6 morale, so there is a possibility that Enslaver will go and steal this Fire Warrior.
We do see EMPs coming from Exus now. He just to deal with these rhinos.
Yeah. And he's experienced player, so he's not using any EMPs because he knows that he will need them against rhinos.
Yeah. Plus, he doesn't need to get rid of this Bastion this turn. It's not a never-ending threat, right?
Yeah.
I'm just surprised we haven't seen Bonding Knife. Maybe he is going for the Commander with Skyray combination.
Yeah, but again, I think you would like to get knife first, and then when you go for Skyrays, then later it will take like 2 turns to learn the hero building and the commander. So maybe it's a small misplay. I'm not sure because we don't see a hero building still. Yeah, maybe he was expected that he will get a hero building early and would be able to clean them up, and then he found Deimos, called for early Simov. I don't know.
Well, Deimos got level 3 on his Lord. He took the 2nd level in Dark Glory to make him even tankier.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned Havocs. Havocs are something that people say are a bad unit, but in my experience, they're very good because Tau is designed as an Overwatch faction to control the field, stop things getting too close. They actually kind of struggle when you outrange them, when you beat them at their own game. It's kind of like when you face Elven factions and you use things like Wraiths or Transports to match their mobility. Like when you equalize their advantage of a faction, they tend to start struggling. Like unless he gets Skyrays up, Havocs are going to be a massive thorn in his side.
Yeah, I think most people, especially me, don't like Havocs because we mostly play fast speed. And on fast speed, you will get a fast tier 5 tier 6 unit. So you will have some range 3 damage and you would be able to kill them. Especially Havocs are bad when you are facing some snipers. I'm not talking about only Admech, yeah, but even some Rattlings or Eldar snipers, they can like kill 2 models, and you have 1 unit with how much, with 3 upkeep, yeah, 1 model that can't do anything against enemy. So you is a little bit in trouble, but Tau, they don't have a very good range 3 damage. I mean, until of course they get some hammerheads.
Yes, but the Hammerhead R3 isn't very good against infantry. Even though it's only 3 models, it's only going to take 1 model off max. I'm just reminded of a game I had versus Y a few weeks ago where he spammed Berserkers and Havocs. And I could simply not move my X38 to kill these Berserkers because they would just get absolutely shredded by Havocs the next turn.
Yeah, that's true. If the Havocs are able to steal at least for 1 turn, their damage is very good.
Especially if you buff them with Mark of Corn.
Yeah, that's true. And what is important, you can also play a Crone close to them. so you don't have to worry about anything. And now we see
The
that
Noctilith, the cultist Noctilith crown that gives invulnerable to adjacent.
yeah. So very interesting because Deimos, he will probably have noticed that this bastion is down. That's why he's starting to move his whole army to the mid of the map.
The west, yeah.
Yeah, and by this move, Exarsist is saving his relic because probably Deimos won't left any units there. So Exorcist is doing pressure on Deimos relic, and at the same moment, um, he's protecting his own one.
I think, in addition to Chaos Berserkers being a very good unit, I think Deimos might be prioritizing them because he's spent a lot of influence on this Chaos Lord and his items, and Khorne Berserkers get the Mark of Khorne embedded into them, so he doesn't actually have to buy marks for any other infantry other than cultists. And it's about 3 influence to put a mark on a cultist.
Yeah.
Well, this is potentially a free kill on this isolated Fire Warrior. Now, if he can counter with the Devilfish, and he's fighting in this choke point, which is kind of favored for Tau. The problem is that only 2, because it's not an assault vehicle, only about 2 Fire Warriors will be able to respond, maybe 3 from range 2.
Yeah. So he decided not to go in with his Lord because losing the Lord can be GG for him. And he would be able to finish it with the starting Marine. I'm still thinking that when you are playing only Havocs or only Berserks, you have to add at least 2 Space Marine, regular one, because it will give you a lot. Oh, and now Deimos.
you mean a lot?
I mean, being able to finish something.
Yes, chip damage on range 2.
That's super good. Like now, he will finish it. He will get.
He could have put his Chaos Lord here and gotten extra boon chance on this Chaos Marine, but I think he moved him before he decided to put the Chaos Marine in.
Yeah, I mean, he's debating. He says, okay, you can go in, you can try to kill this Rhino, but this Rhino is really protected. So, yeah. I think Exorcist can go now for the top Berserkers. And because Lord has only 3 movements, so he won't be able to reach him. Yeah. But he sees some Berserkers. Maybe the best play is just go defensive, go to cities, wait for at least a few Hammerheads.
Yeah, I mean, like, as Tau, you kind of want to take some early picks, see if you can get some good trades, use the fact that he's more mobile, but ultimately, he's at a lower Rax count. He knows that Deimos' army is going to be bigger at this stage, so he needs to be very, very careful about his engagements.
Yeah, Deimos is very plain, is very simple build. So I can produce extra barrack, I do extra barrack. Easy peasy. And he's still ignoring the popes, so that's interesting. Probably he will turn off at some point. He has no book. Maybe he will turn off the cult. I don't know. Maybe he will turn off something else. Let's check what is he's going to turn off in his
adding
main
ore
settings.
onto a non-ore bonus.
Yeah. Maybe he will turn off his crane so he don't have to worry about energy, and it will give him enough energy to take to produce a few crowns. He has how many cultists? He has 1 cultist, 2, 3 cultists, and 1 is going. So he can afford 3 crowns. And do you remember the last game where Patu was playing Terranites against cultist spam that placed a lot of crowns around his cities?
Oh, this was the game I was playing.
I don't remember.
Well, there was a game yesterday where
Yes,
I was playing Drakari with Bomber as Orc cult build, and Dr. Jesus was playing Biovore, Hiveguard, Termagant spam, and Red Lagger was doing cultist spam, and we tried to crack the Tyranid City early, but there were all these Noctilith crowns surrounding the base that were just impossible to shift.
Yeah, there was, I mean, one game before that where Potter was playing Tyrannid and he just went for 5 Iron Tropums, but suddenly he got surrounded by a lot of cultists. Like, there was 10 crowns around his 3 cities. And what is super important again about crowns, that, okay, that each of them give invul for another one. So Crown doesn't get her invul by herself, but when you place 2 together, you are getting like plus 33 extra HP on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I am 100% sure that Deimos, he will go for this loyalty. If you see loyalty, if you see Deimos, he will definitely go for it. He's a very aggressive player and he won't let anyone uh, having a free outpost.
Mm-hmm. Now, this Tau. Let's talk about Tau cities. They're quite close together, but there is this very large flank that Deimos can assault the right-hand city from.
Yeah.
Like it has influence, but it has no war. Like Exodus is very strapped for city bonuses here, which is not as bad on Tau as other factions, but it still hurts.
Yeah, that's true. And we see that he goes for mass armories. Uh, should be okay, but I'm still thinking maybe he should place his hit here, as you suggested, just to have option to place one city here, and play super extra defensive. Also extra production. Yeah, he chose to get extra influence from this tile, but he was able to do production on this tile on 416. So sometimes extra 10% production can give you unit a few turns early. And
I mean,
yeah,
if I go on.
yeah, and that can change the fight.
I mean, this would be a very good city spot, other than the shard and the fact that there is this choke point here, and if he places another city around here,
Yeah.
this flank would have potentially 3 city overwatches attacking.
Yeah.
As I'm surprised he went for this influence city, given he's going vehicle spam. I suspect it's because he knows even with these volcanic rocks, it's not going to be enough ore to sustain, say, 4 or 5 armories. So he's just opting to buy it. But I think Shard is good because it gives production on a faction that struggles with production, and it also gives an electricity and an ore bonus. So it
Yeah.
gives you 3 bonuses, and Tal likes to spread the city, the building variety per city. So that's very advantageous.
Yes, it's true. And also, what is very important is that when you finish your buildings faster, you are getting one loyalty faster also. Okay, so Deimos almost took whole the map from the Exorcist. The Lord is going, the Lord is protecting, so there is almost no possibility how it could be sniped. And yeah, he's just taking outpost by outpost. His Lord in one drone will be level 4, so super good for him. And he has non-stop production. He has like 200 food in his bank. This means that he would be able to produce at least 10 extra 10 extra berserkers.
Berserkers.
Yeah.
Why do you think Deimos has opted to tech the Demon Prince? Does he just want another big single entity on the field that Tal struggled to kill?
Yeah. Remind me if EMP works on the. Yeah, it works super good against vehicles and fortification, and against Demon Prince.
No, Demon Prince is not a
Yeah,
vehicle.
yeah. I mean, this means that Tau don't have a good answer against this. Yeah, because if you were facing sisters, okay, some kills for Tau. Maybe
I mean,
that.
Tal knows that chaos are mainly in this forest, right?
Yeah.
He's just scouting to see if there's any forces ready to counter from the bottom side, or at least he's blocking it. But he's He's trying to get as many units off the field until the early sieging as possible, and he's seen that the cultist has a crown, presumably, if he's paying attention.
Yeah.
So he knows that this is going to be extremely annoying to deal with if he gets to a city and starts putting crowns. So he's just peeling off these stragglers from the main force.
And for me, also, I see that they must take tier 4 upgrade for his Warborn bolts. Yeah, he took the crown, which is tier 4, and he took the Demon Prince. So this means that he could actually go for tier 5 and get extra infantry armor.
But he also got Wartborn bolts, so that's tier 4, isn't it? So he's got 3 techs on tier 4?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, that he was able to ignore Demon Prince to get his infantry armor faster, and also he can start and produce Rubric Marines faster. And
no, he took Demon Prince.
Yeah. He took Demon Prince, Crown, and Bolts, right?
Yeah.
So 3 techs, and I think it's better to ignore Demon Prince.
Oh yes, okay.
Especially, and you see here is very tricky move. He should turn on Warforge for 1 turn to get extra 2 influence, so he would be able to start producing Demon Prince next turn, and he won't lose any production. Okay.
Yeah, he has turned it off.
The Lord is out. The attack is going. Let's check.
Oh, maybe this drone was to be a southern point on the side. Now drones are a bit of a double-edged sword versus Chaos, because whilst they're very, very useful to block the like Chaos doesn't have good ways to circumvent zone of control. Like, they're quite slow, they're quite tanky, and they hit hard. So drones are quite useful to block the central line. But the problem is that they give Chaos boons, they give Chaos bloated, and oftentimes it can actually work in Chaos's favor just to feed them levels, feed them boons, make them stronger. Same with kind of Orcs and how they get, or Drukhari, how they get aura and influence on kills. But sometimes you just need to just take it and say, look, I don't care if it gives them boons. I just need these hexes occupied. I need them to stop hitting my fire warriors, my squishy units. But Exis is in a spot of trouble now. He's lost a dog, I think, a piranha, maybe 1 or 2. I think 2 fire warriors. I know the one on the top got taken.
One. Let's just check so we can check how many units he's lost. So Exarsist lost 1 Crude Hound, 1 Fire Warrior, and 1 drone at this attack. So he traded 1 cultist. Trade is not in his favor, and Chaos Lord is slowly coming to his city.
Deimos has lost 3 cultists. One of those was just now. Were the other 2 sacrificed, or were they lost to wildlife? I'm not sure. I can't see on the. We don't see any cultist sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean, he's totally ignoring the right of change. Yeah, he's fully ignoring the Nurgle one because he has almost no food where he can use it. He's ignoring popes, so very aggressive play, a lot of upkeep. We can just check. He has like 26 food upkeep, 7.5 ore upkeep, and Exarsist he has 10 food upkeep and 15 ore upkeep. So he will get 1 hammerhead soon, but Deimos has a lord, so it's like X2 upkeep, and it doesn't matter how good your player you are. When you're facing X2 army, it's hard to win. Only when you have some higher tiers units, maybe it's possible.
Now Exis is just opening tiles because he knows that Deimos is coming for his base. There's a lot of tree cover for Chaos, which might be problematic, giving them all range damage reduction. He does get a hammerhead next turn, and Deimos does not have Melter Bomb. He's probably just going to use the Chaos Sword to bonk this tank, and he wants to get that hammerhead off the field as soon as possible because it's the only thing that Exis has that can pressure this Chaos Sword.
And Deimos, to be honest, he want to have 1 cultist closer to him because he would be able to clean this tile, for example, and then he will be able to attack the city directly. And you see how bad it's for Exarsist. He can even shoot this Rhino with his city. Maybe we'll see very fast game. But I think, yeah, you have to. Oh,
Oh,
so,
he's at elevation. 3, 3, 2, 2. That's strange. So this city is on essentially a 4, so it's shooting over this tree line. Interesting.
Yeah, city is giving you +2, I guess. So he's here something like 5. Here is 4 because there is city, and it
I
was
thought the
3.
HQ was +1
+1.
on elevation.
Is it true? Because I think that for Bastion, it's like +2.
I'm not sure. You probably know more than me about this. Our Exorcist has lost like 3 or 4 units, and it's Tau on standard very early. This is potentially game ending.
Yeah.
Just like you need. Whenever I'm playing Tau, Deimos is always screaming at me to stop fighting and just sit in the city until turn 50. But we can see why this is the case, because you just do not have the critical mass. He doesn't have any XV8s to deal with these berserkers. You have to just rely on the city defense and the city overwatch to equalize the typically higher army count of the opponent. But he does have a lot of fire warriors, so he may be able to just use drones to stall, use the city shots, and fend Deimos off.
Yeah, he's giving him 1 more production, but he has no healer, which is really bad for him, because healer would be able to at least help maybe 1 extra gun rig, maybe heal some fireworks that are damaged, because you don't want to left any units for your enemy just to finish them off. Yeah, drones goes on city tiles. Some rhinos will go and take Overwatch.
They won't. Well, they'll take Overwatch from the city, I guess, unless they go all the way around. They can't reach it.
Yeah.
Well, the question is, how is Exis gonna kill these Khorne berserkers? He can do chip damage, but they'll probably be in forest, and they can just get bloated from drones. It's not 100% sure, but it's there.
Yeah, and what is bad, his hammerhead is dealing like 5 damage to berserk, so in best case scenario he would be able to kill 2 models with it. And they will be all bloated, probably. So much more HP.
Yes, hammerhead versus infantry is sometimes a bit depressing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a bad matchup, because going, for example, infantry. Okay. Okay, Lord is going to city tile. Let's check.
This is a bit awkward because he can't. This cliff is preventing this melee, but he's probably just going to finish it with the bolt pistol.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh,
Overwatch.
Oh, he still gets. Oh, and he gets bloated. Oh, that is devastating.
And we don't even count the fact that when you have Lord in the arena, his buff doesn't work, so he just got very lucky with this berserk. I mean, Deimos don't have to hurry up. He has 2 relics, he have a lot of units, and I guess his echo should be even better now that. I mean, it's technically it's worse, but it's just due to fact that Exorcist bought some resources, probably like or. Let's check. But yeah, I mean, that's so funny that so many people complain about rate of change. Yeah, but to be honest, Deimos was using it for just twice, not that much. I mean, he even ignored the pops, he ignored everything, And in 1v1, it can be a play, because when you go for extra pops, you need to get extra energy. After extra energy, you want to get extra loyalty. And when you just turn off your buildings, it always works, especially when you are playing so aggressive. So what do you think? What Chaos goes first? He goes for Meltas, or he goes directly for infantry armor?
I mean, melters are not going to be bad here because he sees that he has a devilfish. He sees that he has a hammerhead. He knows he's going heavily into vehicles, and the Chaos Lord can only attack once per turn, and he needs to kill the city as soon as possible. What's interesting is that Exorcist opened these 2 city tiles, but he doesn't have an army to fill them right now.
Yeah.
So these city tiles are probably going to help Chaos more, because he doesn't. These fire warriors are not strong enough to take on Khorne berserkers, especially ones in cover. So he, ideally in these situations, you just want to let the city tank, and then you counter punch when they move in. But he lost so much early that it's going to be quite difficult to do so.
Maybe it's just a way to debate your enemy, because now there is Berserk here, and like you can't really kill the Hammerhead even if you put the Lord there, because you have only 2 positions from which you can shoot, and you can just start shooting with your city. But I guess if Exorcist has okay, that's good for him. One that Berserk, he would be able to kill one more. If he places this city in this way, it will be worse cities, but it will be much easier for him to defend himself. I guess. I'm not sure.
He needs to have. Oh, he's using the dogs.
Yeah.
So he needs to stop the berserker coming here and killing this fire warrior.
Yeah. I mean, he can.
Khorne berserkers can't be pinned because they are. What's the trait? Fearless. Yes. Sorry, go on. I interrupted you by accident.
Yeah. So he basically trade one fire warrior into berserks, and that's good news for him. But he will lose this devilfish probably. Is it enough? I just can't check how much damage the Khorne berserks will do for that. So maybe if Deimos get Melta, then it's super good play from him, because he would be able to kill all the stuff. But he won't. He went for armor. Yeah.
This is what I was saying earlier. The devilfish is a great tile blocker because it's cheaper than a hammerhead. It comes earlier, and these. I mean, we can't really tell because these rhinos, but it's a tanky boy for tier 3. 40 hit points, 7 armor, jink. It's a very underutilized unit. And you can heal your fire warriors as you clear by just having them sit in the transport as well.
Yeah. I'm just thinking if that Demon Prince was a good play, because he would be able, without it, to get Melta in 2 turns.
And he's not even building a Demon Prince.
Yeah. Or am I missing? Is the Crown tier 3? I think it's tier 4, right?
I think it competes with loyalty, and I think it's tier 3. It competes with loyalty, havocs, and I think a boon or a right. I can't remember which one.
Yeah. Then he had zero options not to take it. So Demon Prince was just the choice he took because he had no option. So sorry for being stupid by myself, but yeah, Demus did everything correctly.
In what sense?
Can he heal the dog? He's missing some damage, but I think he would be able to finish it. Yeah, and the fact that Exorcists don't have a healing means that this devilfish. Oh, he has a drone in it, save, so that's good news for him. And he decided not to get out to kill that drone because these tiles are super easy to shoot with Tau second city. So probably also a smart play.
Yeah, I suspect he opted to just skip XV8 because even though they have strong killing power, they're quite far forward. They're going to get surrounded. So you're not going to have too many. He just wanted drones instead.
Yeah. Okay, he got the rockets. And bam! Some rhino will die now. Okay, sorry, I need just a second.
Okay.
Let me mute myself.
He's opting to use the hammerhead and either. Now, in order to finish, he can use the city, but in order to finish it, he may have to move a unit in, and that's going to get instantly deleted by these corn berserkers. He'll probably just opt to finish it with the city. The question is, he does have a drone. The question is, what is he going to fill this spot with? He's using the marker drone to remove the range damage reduction instead. Oh, he can probably use a seeker to finish this. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
He's at tier 6, but he has not got the railgun and burst cannon AP upgrade for his hammerhead. I suspect it's just because he only has one hammerhead on the field, whilst this piranha and this devilfish and the hammerhead are also going to get the seeker missile. It's very useful for finishing units.
And now we see that Chaos has. Okay, so he will probably mark them, attack with city. Yes. Drones and.
Nice.
Yeah, that's also a good one. Yeah, and
he's using the melter just for the chip damage.
And he's just damaging Lord because he sees that there is no healing for Lord. Of course, Lord has a high chance to get bloated, but even so, you can be afraid that Tau would be able to snipe your Lord. Let's check.
And he's opted to start putting his units on the top side and collapsing down because he knows that this cliff and this extra city is going to start eating away at these corn berserkers.
Yeah. But now Deimos has some units that can get closer. And he's really missing range 2 damage. Like, really. I think a few Marines can help him, but.
Oh my lord! Oh, that is devastating. He the Demon Prince didn't even build it and just got 1 for 3. 1.5% chance, was it, or lower? Oh my lord!
Yeah, but let's check how many units Deimos killed. Deimos killed 40 units, so it was around 70% chance to do that. Yeah.
But isn't a Demon Prince chance about 1.5%, or is it lower?
I think around this one.
I mean, this hammerhead is doing 5, I guess, but this is 2 giant single entity units that hit pretty hard. I mean, that is just an astronomically low RNG that can decide an early push like this. This is no reflection on Exorcist skill. It's just complete nonsense. It's just the gamble you play when you play Chaos.
Yeah, but again, he killed 42 units. So if you multiply the number of units killed to and he's putting the crown, that will take some extra free damage. Things lose bad for Exarsist. He will have 2 hammerheads in 2 turns. So maybe at this point he would be able to somehow to rebuild his army, but we see that Deimos just get Rhino with extra 2 units. Maybe the play is just to leave the city and regroup when you get a few more hammerheads. But again, that Demon Priest for free, and what is even worse, there is Joker here, so you can go and buy extra 2 armors, and Deimos has influence for that. So now it's a 12 armor Demon Prince, which is super strong.
Yes, I mean Exis also wisely chose to expand on the left city first to get the barracks up, so and put this third city in a defensible position. So if the city goes down, he's still at full production.
Yeah,
And oftentimes as Tau, you lose your third city quite early, and then somehow I don't know how, because Deimos is still at a high barrack count. How he's going to use these 4 barracks
even 5
to recover.
barracks.
Oh, sorry, 5 barracks. Yeah, my mistake.
Yeah, and Lord is getting experience with each kill, so when he will kill the seater, and maybe if he kill a few extra units, he will be level 6. And level 6 Lord, he can almost one-shot everything with his ability.
But the ability does extra damage to things that are at half health, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, technically you would like to attack with your Lord first, but again, I think in 5, even in 4 turns, looking at Deimos science, he'll get extra 2 extra meltas, and with these meltas, Hammerhead won't help you to survive.
This Demon Prince came out at level 3 or 4. It's currently level 4. That is quite scary.
Yeah. He just luckily get it. And when you are finishing some units and getting Demon Prince, the Demon Prince is the level of your unit. So we were able to see Demon Prince level 5 even. Yeah.
I mean, although Exorcist was thinking fighting on the top side would be better, now that there's this crown, he's like, right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna let these top units collapse on the front, use the 2 city shots to help kill them, or Chaos is forced to go through this very annoying cliff and this choke point and this outpost. Because currently he has to funnel in around here, and you're facing a hammerhead on an outpost, which is not easy to kill, even for a Chaos Lord. Oh, it does 9, it does 20. My mistake. It's very easy to kill this hammerhead in 2 shots with a Chaos Lord.
And what is important, look at Deimos, he's not only holding his units in Rhino, yeah? He's putting them on the outpost, because there you're getting extra 5% of healing. So much faster.
And in a, is it 25?
No, it's only 15. When you go for HP, like for HP icon, you will see that it is like plus 15% healing rate. So, but when you just dive with your Rhino, you have plus 10% healing rate. Not that good. And Deimos is attacking the Hammerhead, so he's basically saying, run away or I will finish it. And he's attacking with some his units or even extra crown. Don't affect slow. Yeah.
I think the crown is for a berserker to go here.
Yeah.
Or something. Just think, I need a second tile to potentially finish this hammerhead. I don't want the counter to be too much. I'll put a crown here.
That's true. And each crown is dealing like 3.54 damage to the city, so you can't really heal your city. You have to go back and hope to survive.
And Exorcist now has the bonding knife, so he can recover our infantry. Surprised no photon grenades.
Yeah.
But, it's tier 1 is very busy tech.
I mean, yeah, you want to take at least 3 of them and taking 1 extra tech. But again, it's much better to take extra tech from tier 1 than...
Axis is putting his firewires in front. He probably realizes that he just needs to get units off the field, make it so that these heroes are isolated, even though they're doing damage. Just have these heroes isolated. I can kill them with hammerheads once they get 3 or 4.
Yeah. Now he's thinking where he have to put his damaged hammerhead. Yeah, probably here is the safest spot. But again, you need something that will block your lord from going out. Okay.
Maybe he's using a range 4 Seeker missile with that marker drone. I mean, he could just put his Piranha up here and shoot it because it's range 3 without marker.
Yeah, that's true. And if the lord goes on this Jack-Arrow, he would have how much influence he has? 440. So he would be able to buy him extra suit. Oh, not extra sword. It's especially healing one. So he's not going to use Diamond Prince. He's saying, okay, I got lucky, I got Diamond Prince, but I want my Child Lord to be really unkillable.
But he already has the 3 survivability items.
But he has zero. He has no icon. So I mean, no mark. So he's losing like 20% of HP from Nurgle 1. Nurgle 1 is tier 2, so you can get it fast. But again, if you are producing only berserkers, it can be a little bit overkill, and you want your melt as fast as possible.
Oh, he's not going on the trader. He's just going straight for the city.
Yeah.
Oof, that is nasty damage. 22.5 to a shaken city.
One more Demon Prince. No? Okay.
That would be. I think that would be a rematch. That's like, this is nonsense. You didn't win. You got a 0.5% luck boon. This is not a fair representation of this match.
I mean, when you kill how many units now? 47. It's almost 50 units. So this means the chance to get in one one
Dollfish goes down.
Diamond Prince is 75%. Getting second is a little bit more complicated, but in general, yeah. I mean, I know that I'm calculating it's in wrong order. It should be something like 100% minus 1.5%, and then it's in both 50. But in general, yeah, it's a very big chance to get one Demon Prince when it kills so many units. And Tau is giving you a lot of drones that gives you bones and other stuff.
Now, if the city goes down, Exist will be down to 2 Fire Warriors, a Piranha, and 3 Hammerheads, one of which is damaged. How do you view his chances?
And he's out of energy when the city dies, which is super bad. I don't know. To be honest, it seems to me like it's GG, but maybe there can be some Lord Snipe, and
I doubt it. Not on a city tower.
yeah.
1.4. I mean, you could probably just loop these Hammerheads up, start killing this infantry, try and avoid the demorale from the city dying.
Yeah. But again, everything depends not only on which tile your unit is dying, but on which tile you are killing the unit. So, for example, if you have something from here killing, finishing the city, the second city will lose its morale.
Because it's both the attacker and the defender, right? That influences whether the morale. 3 tiles away. I think this builder drone was probably late just because he needed the energy to get Hammerheads on the field.
Yeah. And now probably he's thinking why I have done extra ore. I mean, this ore is super important for him, but he has a lot of influence that he can't use. So maybe he would be able to buy ore, but he's still not able to buy energy. Yeah. So you have to build piranhas now. And that means that he will have only 4 hammerheads. I still think that it won't be enough to snipe a lord.
Yeah, he's got the energy by tech is at tier 7, whilst the ore by tech is at tier 2. So it's often better if you're skipping one to skip ore and just buy that instead.
Yeah. Just ore is tier 3, I think, if food is tier 2. Oh, okay. So we see that Deimos even is turning off his crane. a good play, optimal one. He hasn't turned off it yet, and now then Slaver got punished. It will save a few turns to Exarsist. Maybe good news for him, but he also get a level up on his units, and he has Melta now. Oh my god. Oh, that's very dangerous.
Yes, this melter bomb. I think it's like a 2-shot on the hammerhead when it's yellow morale.
Yeah.
Now, what does he want to finish with? Oh, he uses the cultist. Strange. Why do you think that was? Because they can move his lord in the turn after?
I don't know. Maybe he want to stay one turn to get healing with his lord. But mostly I think he will go to the left city because it's much easier to get there.
This level 6 Chaos Lord ability only works against things on less than 50% hit points. The accuracy bonus.
Yeah. But okay, so will he buy some items for his lord? Because now he has how many? 171, so he can buy one very expensive item, or he can buy +2 armor, or +1 armor, or +20% or 5% healing, or temporary 2 armor for his Diamond Prince. And he's just debating. He's saying, okay, if you want to try to go and kill Diamond Prince, then you will have to get out of your city. And I think we didn't see any dismorale from Tau because the Berserks are fearless. Yeah. So the only thing you can dismorale is Rhino. I think it's just a bad matchup, especially when Chaos goes infantry and plays so aggressive. So it's almost 40 upkeep, turn 48. It's super good for him. But Taos has to get some extra extra energy. Maybe there can be a play that you are taking tier 1 tech for extra science, yeah, and then you start buying science just to get your tier 7 tech where you can buy energy.
I mean, we know he is at tier 6 right now.
Yeah.
But he's only done one tech. He hasn't got the Brachurian assemblies for his hammerheads. He probably wants to finish that tech. Then he would go if he wants to, he could go to tier 7, but that's like, 6-7 turns away. The game will probably be over by then, one way or another.
And Deimos is making a very good play, I guess, because he's not buying item now, as the enemy can try to snipe him. Yeah, he will wait.
It's not using an EMP grenade. Okay, I guess he's saving it for a crucial moment.
Yeah.
You could have just used the top hammerhead from range 3. Just put it here.
Yeah.
Instead of using these Seeker missiles. But... yeah, there we go.
He'll get 2 units next turn. That's good for him. Yeah.
And the other than the Dirge caster, these rhinos are allowing Deimos to reinforce quicker. To get these units up the field, replenish any losses I have killing this Tar City.
I have a small question to you about the bans. For example, how do you feel playing Tau against Space Marine?
It's tough. I've done a lot of 1v1s against Space Marine on standard speed as Tau. The main problem is that Space Marine is just the faction that can display the most aggression in the game early.
Yeah.
But the units themselves, I would say, are less threatening than, say, Chaos. I think ACVs are very threatening. Captain is very threatening. Assault Space Marines are very threatening.
Yeah.
They just have Melter. They get shielding. They get they can jump. They can deny your hexes, but you can pin them.
Yeah, and this new Ultimate Tier 3 unit, I think it's super good because you are able to finish the drones with Overwatch using just one unit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes. So, oh.
so okay, he's just throwing Meltas, it's not that much damage. And there is no place where he can attack with his Lord. He's out of space a little bit, so maybe this Rhino with cultist could be killed,
Mm-hmm.
especially with Dismoral. But yeah, damaging City for some damage. But again, no item, so Deimos was able to
I
get.
mean,
Yeah,
this Rhino is quite vulnerable. If he demorals it and uses a city and a hammerhead, it dies.
yeah, yeah. It will definitely die because
Yes.
yeah, he should take out his berserk. Okay.
He doesn't. Oh my lord. But the ATV is quite difficult to deal with because it's not a vehicle. So you need hammerheads for it, and that's it.
Yeah.
And there's the demorale. Can he kill it?
Okay.
He can kill it. Oh, that is
He
nasty.
he can finish it with Hammerhead, and now he will kill one extra Rhino. So Deimos is using losing 5 units now. Yeah.
Oof.
Uh, okay. Do I? I think that was a bad play from him.
From Deimos or from Exorcist?
From Deimos. For Exarsist, it's the only play now because he would able now, I think, to kill even more units. He would be able to kill what? Yeah, he has 2 piranhas. He can kill a lot now. He's taking Overwatch, so he can run with his units, with his fire warriors.
I mean, I guess he's saving the hammerhead shot for something else.
Yeah.
But I guess he could use this Piranha Seeker missile or the default attack. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is. I mean, this is a. The stuff was looking absolutely devastating for Exorcist earlier, and losing 5 units needlessly is.
Even
Oof.
6 units. So Deimos lost almost x2 of what he lost before.
Now, does he want to attack the cultist or the berserker with this hammerhead? I assume it's the berserker, even though it doesn't have melter, just because it's yellow, and a yellow corn berserker is it's like catching a rare Pokemon. It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. And I think he will attack this one because you kill one model, but this one has a Melta, and this one is useless at least for 10 extra turns.
Yeah.
Also, he has a drone. This drone will at least pin something, so
He can't pin the berserker.
okay. Can he kill with missiles something? No.
No, I mean he takes off a corn berserker model. There we go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, the one with Melter, you always want to focus it.
I mean, the lack of range 2 is kind of hurting Deimos right now.
Yeah, but he would be able to kill two hammerheads, I think. Would he? No. Okay, now he's
Now is he
going.
getting items?
Yeah.
He's getting a sword. Oh, he sold it?
No, he gave it to Lord.
Oh, okay.
So if Deimos goes full in, he just saying. Yeah. I mean, I don't really care what is your plan. I'm just going to hit you hard with the Lord.
Yeah. And I assume he just moves him. Oh no, he goes in even before the sword kicks in. Oh, he's gonna kill a hammerhead with the
Yeah.
mountain. But this level 6 ability, yeah, I Chaos Lord this juiced up. If a hammerhead is anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
GG is called.
GG.
Deimos takes the victory. Oh, Deimos left immediately. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, he's just going to load the game. Okay, thank you for your time. It was much faster than I expected. And thank you everyone for spectating.